Iran may be trying to activate sleeper cells outside the country. ABC News is reporting the U.S. just intercepted an encrypted message believed to have originated in Iran that may serve as an operational trigger for sleeper assets. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris joins us. You have been digging into this reported message, Jeff, and also how the U.S. plans to respond. What else are you learning?
So ABC News is reporting that the coded signal was sent after the death of Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei just about 10 days ago on February 28th. The message appearing to hold instructions for, quote, covert operatives or sleeper assets. ABC News reporting Monday the U.S. has intercepted an encrypted message believed to have originated in Iran that may serve as a possible operational trigger to activate sleeper assets outside the country.
A country like Iran does not have the capability to beat us militarily, so they rely on asymmetric means. So they will look to use cyber attacks. They will look to use proxies like Hezbollah, criminal agents.
The U.S. warning said intelligence had detected a broadcast station repeatedly transmitting a message to multiple countries outside Iran. The alert reading in part, quote, while the exact contents of these transmissions cannot currently be determined, the sudden appearance of a new station with international rebroadcast characteristics warrants heightened situational awareness. A former FBI special agent issuing a warning just last week that this may happen.
If ever there's going to have a Hezbollah cell or a Hamas cell act in the United States in a violent way, it's now. Because their backs against the wall.
A sleeper cell is a covert group of operatives who infiltrate a targeted community and remain inactive for an extended period of time. Blending into society to avoid detection, they wait for a specific signal or event to carry out a mission.
Now, I think we might be in trouble. And I want to also read this. Unlike a lone actor violence, which means a lone actor does it by himself, a sleeper cell operation relies on patience, planning, and external support and networks. So there's a lot of people out here that are sitting here living the American dream, chilling and hanging, right? Probably having a fun family, doing what they need to. But in reality, they're just waiting for the call. They're like spies that were born into the country, or they were trafficked over, and then they sit and relax, and then they wait for the call, because that's the way you got to do it. If you're going to come to a country like that, you got to beat them with their economy, and you got to sneak in because they allowed millions of them to come in. So when you allow millions of them to come in, you just sit and you wait. And then as soon as we get the call, okay, it's action time. You know what I'm saying? So when Biden let all those millions of people in, he probably let a lot of those sleeper cells in as well. You know what I mean? That would have been a perfect time. Like but people don't see that, and they should. And the problem is with that is that we like, oh, they're immigrants, they're whoop-de-whoop. Look, it doesn't matter what country they come from. Mexico could send a hit from Mexico, like Puerto Rico, bro, anybody. Now I'm gonna say Puerto Rico, but you know what I'm saying? If they get offended, they could. You know what I'm saying? But they can already get in, right? So we're not going to say Puerto Rico, but like Mexico, Venezuela, any South American country, any African country, anyone that probably had a feud, because you got to understand, they got presidents that killed people's family, right? When we just took out the supreme leader of Iran, they didn't just take out him. They took out his niece. They took out his brother. They took out his family, his wife, his son's wife. You get what I'm saying? So in that aspect, you would think they wouldn't get revenge, but you got to think about it like a human. And this ain't even about supreme leadership. It's about a human. Another human from another country killed you and killed your lineage off. This is personal. This ain't even got to do with your country for real. So what are you willing to do if you can't attack them militarily? You know what I'm saying? You got to hit them with your brain. You got to use your brain to get in there. And I hate to have this conversation, but every time we look up and we're saying, oh, there's a lot of immigrants in here, illegal immigrants. There's a reason why we need DHS. There's a reason why we need a CBP, ICE, because of this reason right here, bro. But people are like, oh, he's racist. Is it racist to protect your country when you know that other countries going to send people? You think China don't have sleeper cells in here, bro? Waiting. They literally, a lot of our land in the United States is owned by China because America's for sale. You know what I'm saying? So when you let people come in this country without citizenship and own property in this country, What do you think's happening? They're right under the nose, bro. And they just, all right, man, you get to live a good life, but you got to go to America and sit there. But when you get that message, when I send that encrypted message over, all I need you to do is, you hear me? Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you need to do. And if y'all don't believe that, y'all need to understand. We just had 2 terrorist attacks in one day the other day. It just happens to be from a Muslim type of guy, let's just say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's connected, but as soon as this was released, two things got tagged like almost the same way. And that's just there. We don't know. And I say this, y'all need to head on the swivel. Stop thinking that we're in the America we were back after World War II or something and everybody's happy and shit. No, this is a new type of area. So like when the governors and stuff come in and try to enforce, let's get rid of the 2A law. Bro, look, if you have a sleeper cell in here, his objective is to be armed and ready. Regardless, he's going to get that arm. He's going to get that firearm, legal or not legal, because he has a goal, and his goal is to attack this person or attack this individual. And he's supposed to sit here and pretend like he's not doing any of that. Join their military. Make a family with these American people. Create other lifestyle. And when that hit come through, you activate. Kind of like a robot. Imagine a robot was doing that same thing. And you just hit the activate button and that motherfucker could activate, jump out the window, and start shooting shit up. Type shit. I don't know. But we got to understand that when you mess with people, people are going to send people. So that's why when we needed to close the border down and millions of people flooded the country, we got to understand who we're protecting. We could be protecting a spy asset from another country. We could be. You know what I mean? So then you kind of like are praying for the downfall of America because you're letting other people in to dictate the future of the big high company. It's like how an empire falls. You know what I mean? So I want people to consider that because this is nothing to like flack out. This is nothing to kind of like raise your nose at and say, man, I don't care. I'm just trying to pay my bills for the month. No, bro, this is bigger than your bills, big dog. There's a reason why we put so much money in defense every year than anything. Because if your country falls, bro, you fall. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you didn't want to fight for war, you got to fight regardless because if your country fall, you fall. You know what I'm saying? You can always be attacked. So that being said, I want everybody to understand the severity of this situation. Sleeper cells can be anywhere. That means keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. Don't play around. And just try not to be in crowded areas. If you're in a major city, Chicago, Dallas, LA, New York City, just keep your head on the swivel and look for anything that could be like, if you have a bad feeling about something, don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly how shit will go down. Anyways, your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe for sure. This your Savage Report. Let's go.